Hi guys, it's nice to be here again, and this is the program, as you all know, the Steven Talk Show. And on today's edition, we're going to be talking about drug abuse. We're going to be talking about drug abuse, and if you see, and the society we live in today, there are a lot of our youths these days are now into drug abuse and addiction, from one addiction to the other. Different types of addiction. Drug abuse and its effects. Sadly, most youths today don't know how bad drug abuse is. And most youths engage in such acts thinking it is enjoyment, thinking they are living their life. Truly, I tell you, my dear youths, my fellow youths, please bear in mind that the way you live your life when you are young will definitely tell in your old age. The way you live your life when you are young determines how your old age is going to be like. Don't neglect this. This drug abuse comes in different forms. Some are being injected, some are being sniffed, some are being drinking, some are like all man, so many ways, different type of things these days. And some of these things, to be honest, growing up, I didn't come across it as much as it is today. Almost, according to research, almost 65% of the youths of today youths are involved in drugs. See how terrible it is. And the statistics could even actually be more than what it is by now. Sometimes some of these you take these things and they think that's what makes them feel all right. Some of them, it becomes an abuse when you don't take that stuff. It becomes a problem. You can't stay without it. You can't do without it. Take it in excess to the point whereby you don't even know what you are doing. You can't even control yourself anymore. When you're talking about drug abuse, what about its effects? Most times driving around town, you see a lot of young people roaming the street mad. Some of which, not really all, but some of which are part of, were derived from or got it from drug abuse. And also, my fellow youths, there's what we call peer pressure. When you are growing up, yes, you are likely to face what we call peer pressure. But please don't allow it erode you. Don't allow it to get the best of you. Try to fight it at all costs. And what do I mean by peer pressure? Sometimes you see your mates involve themselves in things like this, carrying out such acts, engaging, taking such drugs and all that. And when you are in their midst, it's like you're left out. It's like you are not a youth. It's like you're outdated. It's like you're an old school. Or it's like you don't even know what's happening. Or you're a novice. And then there's this propensity, or rather there's this urge to want to do, let it look like for you like you want to belong, so it doesn't look like you're left out. And in the process of even trying it, some just in bid of trying it the very first time, before you know it, some of them run mad in the process. You have to remember that. You also have to know that the way your body system, our body system differs from each other. There's a certain things there's a certain things I can consume or take that which my body system might not react to it or overreact to it. But there are some people who, once they just take it, it reacts immediately, like it's just not good for them. Know what works for you and what doesn't work for you. And you mustn't try everything in order to belong. You don't have to feel left out. And as a member of the National Youth Council of Nigeria, most times I go to schools to enlighten our youths. I've been to several schools to enlighten the youths on drug abuse, ways to refrain from it, its danger and effects. And most times, when you involve in things like this, even before your old age, you start seeing your body system. There are some people who every day, I'm not saying you shouldn't smoke, but whatever you have to do in moderation. Like even in the pack of a cigarette, it's stated that smokers are liable to die young. Let me be honest with you, most people today just feel that thing was written there for nothing's sake. It was just written there. Some of them will tell you, I have been smoking for years and nothing has happened. To be honest with you, now one day something will happen. It starts in one day. Some of them, before it was written there, there are effects. These people know that this thing is harmful. Sometimes some of them say, why did they write it there if it is actually true? Let me be honest with you. The producer has made that this thing goods or product. They didn't force you to take it. It is your choice. But they've already informed you that look at the effect of it. Look at what's likely to happen. So it is not left for you if you want to go ahead or if you want to avoid it or if you want to stay away from it. You see most people, like, they can smoke around the clock. And without even, like as I said earlier on, when you can't do without it anymore, it becomes a problem. And some are so addicted to it that they can do anything for it. And when they can't afford it, becomes a problem. Some of them will go into to stealing. Some of them will steal in order to be able to afford our drugs. You see how bad it is. Most times you see some youth right on the road. And in those days growing up, I do see matured men in such acts. But in today, you hardly will see matured men staggering on the road, just youths. And how old are these youths? Between the age of some 17, 18, 19, and all that. You see some of them being one place, stagnant one place, they cannot even move and all that. What is going on? If whatever you are taking, do you have to take it to the point whereby you cannot even direct your steps? You don't even know your environment. You don't even know what is going on. It's very bad. And like as I said earlier on from the beginning, the way you take care of yourself when you are young determine how your old age will be. Some things you do when you are young, it will actually tell during your old age. And whatever you have to do should be in moderation, not in excess. Drug abuse has actually lured most youths 6 feet below. Some are roaming mad in the streets. And if you check some of these people who are into drug abuse, who are into drugs, check their IQ, it's very low. And this thing is actually draining them and killing them mentally, psychologically, and everything. They don't even know. Please, let's try to shun drug abuse. For its effect, it's more than whatever we think we might be gaining from it. If you're in such a state already, seek for therapy, like go for a rehabilitation if possible. And sometimes you see some of them taking these hard drugs and they look older than even their fathers. And you begin to ask yourself, sometimes when you hear their age, you're surprised, you're shocked. Drug abuse has no gain. It doesn't pay. Let's try to stay away from it at all costs. It has ruined the life of many youths. It has ruined their career, their future, their ambition. that they once had in life to fulfill. Please, let's stay away from it, my fellow youth. I know if you are addicted to these things, try to see how you can seek help. It's very necessary, please. Try to seek help. Your health matters. Take care of yourself. The way you take care of yourself, most times, most people, the kind of who are going through some sicknesses today, during their early beginning of their old age and all that, or in their old age, some of them were, not all, but some were based on the way they lived their life in time past. Some probably at that age, they shouldn't have been going through some of those sicknesses they're going through. I'm not saying that on the normal, the people don't fall sick another year, but majority is part of how you live your life when you are young. And in order to live a good life, healthy life, doesn't mean you have to be rich. Know the needful, do the needful, abstain from things that you are to abstain that you know that are very dangerous to your health. That's it today on the Stephen Talk Show. Thank you for each and every one of you. Thank you each and every one of you who also contribute, comment, like, and share my post. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Let's help one another. Let's grow. Let's share it around. Let's advise other people. There are most people who don't even know, who don't even have who advise them or who talk to them. Please, and like the comment section is open, feel free to add your comments and suggestions too. If there are other areas or points that I didn't mention, feel free to add yours too, so that we can sharpen one another or build one another, develop one another. Thank you very much, guys.